Hi guys, so in today's video I'm going to review one of the Real Techniques makeup brush sets that I recently bought from Amazon. The Real Techniques Sculpting set, which is supposed to make your contouring and your highlighting easier. The reason I bought this entire set is actually just for this one brush. This is called the fan brush and this is an exclusive brush just to this set. I had to buy the entire set just for this, but I don't regret it at all because I love Real Technique brushes. They're generally of really high quality. There are a lot of fake Real Technique brushes that are being sold on websites. So be very careful where you buy your Real Technique brushes from, or if somebody is gifting it to you, you have to make sure that they're real. So let's get back to this makeup brush set. This is, as I said, this is called the Sculpting set and it comes in the typical plastic packaging that all Real Technique brush sets come in. Even the single brushes come in this sort of packaging, wherein they mention the basic information on the front, and at the back they lay out all the details about the different brushes that are in the set. So as you can see, in this particular brush set, you get one sculpting brush, one fan brush and one finishing brush or a setting brush. Generally the Real Technique brushes are all color coded, that is, the ferrule of the brushes are all color coded. The eye makeup brushes or anything to do with eye will be violet. The finishing brushes are all purplish pink and the base brushes are a golden yellow. The ferrule of these brushes are a little different from the regular finishing brushes that they make. So these brushes are quite shiny. The ferrule is very shiny. As you can see, these ones are quite shiny, but the regular ones are not that shiny. They're a little bit matte. Let me show you the individual brushes a little bit. So this is the main brush that is all hyped and loved everywhere. This is called a sculpting brush. This is one of the only brushes that can be used for contouring. This was made on the lines of the NYKAA's NYKAA brush. That means it's a little narrow from one side and a longish from the other side. It also has an oblique slant to it. Very like the shape of this. Just perfect to lay out the contouring product in that much area only. For my face, it's perfect. The bristles are quite densely packed and they pick up quite a bit of product. So you have to be a little careful of not picking up too much product. Just dip it in the product, whichever product you use. Tap off the excess and place it under your cheekbones, and you can literally just place the product like so. Turn the brush around so that the longish part of it is now touching your face, and blend the product into your face. I really love this brush. It does the contouring bit quite nicely, but just because it's a sculpting brush doesn't mean that you can't use it for other things. You can definitely use it to blend out your foundation as well, because I feel it's big enough to do that. Compare it to the Face Expert brush, which is the brush that I absolutely swear by for applying foundation and even BB creams. I've raved about it on my blog several times. I have reviewed a lot of Real Technique brushes on my blog. If you want to see, I'll leave a link down below. It has close-up pictures of a lot of Real Technique brushes I use, plus the reviews and how I take care of them, how I wash them and store them. Coming back to the sculpting brush and the Face Expert brush, if you see them side by side, you will realize that the sculpting brush is actually a little bit longer and narrower. The density of bristles on both of these is pretty similar. So if you don't have this, you can use this for foundation, but this one does a better job. So coming to the next brush, which actually made me buy this set. This is called the Real Techniques fan brush. It's a duo fiber brush, as you can see. I've been wanting this fan brush for a very long time. If you see the picture of the brush made on the set and you see the brush alongside to it, you realize that the brush is actually much less dense than what it's made out to be. And I was quite worried about that because I thought I'm going to be really disappointed with this. I thought it's not going to pick up any product. Bristles are so light, but it actually doesn't do a bad job, especially if you want to do a light swipe of highlight. You can just swirl the brush in your product, just kind of dip it in, tap off the excess and place it on the highest point of your cheekbones and just highlight. So as you can see, it does apply the product well, and you can really control how much product you want to go on your face with this thing. and it's narrow enough that you can just dip it in the pan and apply it on the bridge of your nose and the areas where you normally highlight. I wish it was slightly more plush than it is. The bristles are really soft on all of these brushes, as on all Real Technique brushes, and by experience I can tell you that even if you wash them like every week, they're going to last you for a very long time, which is amazing for the price that they come at. So the last brush in this set is called the highlighter brush or the setting brush. It is broad from one side and narrow from the other side. I freaking love this brush. You know why? Because it is so versatile, so soft. It's like a really big eyeshadow blending brush, and I love it because sometimes you want really precise highlighting and you don't want a fan brush to do that. Sometimes you want really precise highlighting or some sort of precise work on your face, which is when these sort of brushes come in handy. You can just pick up a little bit of product from this, tap off the excess, place the highlight exactly where you want without having to worry about it going all over your face. I feel this is especially helpful when you use it with cream highlights like this one. Just pick up the product, the cream one, and place it exactly, dab it along. I'm not going to let the cream highlight go anywhere except for the areas you have applied on. Since I use it for everything from setting my under eye concealer to maybe just picking up some cream concealer and doing some spot concealing. This area is very delicate, so you want to use something which is very soft, which this brush does a wonderful job of. So overall, I really like this sculpting set from Real Techniques. As usual, the quality of the brushes is amazing and they're quite versatile. These two are actually available individually, but if you want to get this fan brush, you have to buy the entire set. But let me tell you, you won't regret it. If you want to know where to buy these from, I'm going to leave all the links down below. I also wanted to give a shout out to Embellishment Box. It's a jewelry box that sends all sort of amazing chic jewelry to you every month. I received my July box a little late. That's why I couldn't do the unboxing for it. But these earrings are one of the things I received in the box and I freaking love them. Thank you so much, Embellishment Box. So hope you liked this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I have a lot more